First stop on our tour of Beijing's troubling human rights landscape, Minzu University. It was once home to Ilham Tohti, an advocate for better rights for China's Uyghur Muslim minority, and now jailed on a trumped-up charge, according to many independent observers, and a very serious one. Well, Beijing's leafy university campuses have the feel of vibrant, open places of learning, and to a large extent they are, except, of course, when they challenge the Communist Party's stranglehold on power. And the jailing of Ilham Tohti is a prime example of how under President Xi that control is tightening. Not a single student said they'd heard of him.
那个我不知道。
不知道。
A sign of the efficiency with which the state now controls discussion and debate. Next on our itinerary, the home of Liu Xiaobo, the campaigner for multi-party democracy and Nobel Peace Prize winner, posed far too much of a threat and has been silenced. Well, with the Liu Xiaobo behind bars, President Xi Jinping's administration continues to exact a pretty harsh punishment on his wife, Liu Xia, kept here under house arrest, a principle beloved of authoritarian regimes everywhere, guilt by association. Let's see if we can knock on the door and get to speak to her. So we're being stopped from entering by, as you can see, these rather aggressive plainclothes policemen. We'd simply like to try to knock on the door and speak to her. Our final destination is a housing estate in the north of Beijing. It's the home of Gao Yu, a 71-year-old journalist accused of leaking a document that sets out in great detail the government's fear of Western values. And so this is an important stop on our tour, because the document that Gao Yu is accused of leaking to the foreign media is a perfect summary of human rights thinking under President Xi Jinping. She's not here to answer our questions, of course, but we can speak to her son. So if you had a chance to give a message to the British leaders now rolling out the red carpet for Xi Jinping, what would it be? I'd tell them not to give up on democracy for the sake of money, he tells me. So for our tour of Beijing, we've looked at just 3 cases that you might think the British government would want to raise with President Xi during his time in Britain. We've no way of knowing, of course, because we're told the human rights dialogue is better held in private. It's an unusual city tour, perhaps, but with hundreds locked up or silenced under President Xi, there's no shortage of destinations. John Sudworth, BBC News, Beijing.